Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and I am here with some more of the Victorian Yuletide and a sneak peek of the Friday freebie for the Create with Scrimpingmommy group, which is also in here. Now this is a tiny little folio, nothing new. It's made out of a sheet of A4 paper. I've seen it several times on various channels on YouTube. 5 3/4 by 3 1/4 is the overall width and length, and it is an absolute delight. This is part of a bigger project, but I've decided I'm going to share what I do as I kind of go along, and then I will be announcing my 4,000 subby giveaway. So if you bear with me, that is the format I'm hoping to work toward. I am going to apologise already for it being more of the green spotty dotty with the gold crackle effect through it, but you're just gonna have to shoot me. I can't help myself. It is just what it is. It is such a beautiful background which lends itself to so much of the festive stuff that's around and goes brilliantly well with the Victorian Yuletide kit from Scrimpingmommy. Hardly surprising, as it's the same designer all the way through. So without further ado, we'll get into what this is all about. And what I've done is used the smaller images of the little girls throughout this little booklet, because the images lend themselves. I'm just looking to see if I've got any left here. The images lend themselves to this lovely little project beautifully, and of course I've not got anything left over of the size that I was using, so apologies for that. But if you have the kit, if you've seen the kit, then you know exactly what I mean. And it's on a sheet with these lovely little girls on them and the lovely little Christmas roses that I've just pinned up onto cream card stock 300 GSM, the mirror board, because it flashes it back at you, and more of the paper. On each of the folds of the folio I have placed this ribbon. The back is entirely plain, so you could put it into a journal and not lose anything from it at all. You could actually glue it down on the back here and open it up. It's one of those very versatile little projects. More of the ribbon here. It's held together with a closure, it's come undone, bottom, the Velcro closure, which I haven't really allowed to dry properly, so that's my bad. But I wanted to bring it to camera just, you know, to share the project, so to speak. I'm on a bit of a roll with these and I am loving this kit so much. So it opens like this. Your Velcro is, I've put the Velcro on the back side half of the image. I've made this slightly wider because I wanted that kind of, it's not quite central opening, but it's almost central to the front. I'm going to have to glue that down with hot glue, I think. So then you open it up and this is what you're looking at, and it really is such a delight. More of the ribbon breaking up the areas, and more of the mirror board, because it really does make everything look so very expensive and so very lovely. I just love the stuff, and apologies to anybody that, you know, finds it a bit overbearing, but for Christmas time I just think it adds that extra something, and if Auntie Mildred was given this in her Christmas stocking, she might well be quite pleased with it, is what I'm thinking. I've borrowed this idea from Scrimpingmommy and I love it. It's a belly band that sits tight and holds everything together, so you can slide it up or slide it down, or even take it off entirely if that's what you'd like to do. But it just does slide down to the bottom little bit there, and it sits there quite nicely to make everything look decorated in the same way. So then you open up and we've got a plain side here which you could journal on, or add a Christmas photo to, or a message to, more of the ribbon, and then that opens up that way. On the bottom you've already got the flag design filling up that area, otherwise that is absolutely plain. And then there is another image of the little girl, and this is the Friday freebie, which I thought, because it's all children in the pictures, which I don't usually work with, I have to say, but these are very Victorian, very oldie worldy, and they're all such innocence. It's done very, very tastefully. I've utilised, and this is the Friday freebie sneak preview I was talking about. Amanda's already shared how to utilise these. The digital design is available either on Create with Scrimpingmommy or on Amanda's Ko-fi page, Amanda Charlesworth on Ko-fi, and you are in a position to be able to make some really gorgeous snow globes. I'll give you a very gentle run through of how it looks. Amanda's designed the bases for the globes. She's designed some pictures to put into it, but that doesn't stop you from making your own globes in your own way. She's actually shared 3 different ways to use these globes on her YouTube channel, which I will link below, and it's just a nice finish to this little folio sharing vintage little girls, which I think is really lovely. I kind of knew when I set out that I wanted to use the images because they are all printed out, and I always try and use up what I've printed. I did have to do a little cheat and print out some more of the green spotty dotty, but you know, that is just how it was meant to be, is what I'm going to say, because that's what I wanted to do. So, as always, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. It really is lovely being able to bring these precious little projects, which they don't take oodles of time to do. I guess I've spent 5 or 6 hours on this. I don't know, you know, but what's time when you're having fun putting lovely images together and making such a lovely little project. So that said, I will fold her up and put her away, remembering I must glue down that Velcro button there properly before I do a complete and utter damage to the whole thing, and then feel inclined to throw it away, because that's what I do when something like this happens. I get really upset, and you know, sometimes it's easier to throw it away than admit that you've made such a stupid mistake. But there we are. That is how it looks, whoops-a-daisy, when it's all done. So I hope I've inspired. I hope I've given you more ideas for using the Victorian Yuletide kit, and I hope I've whetted your appetite for the snow globes, which are, it seems, all the rage this season in the YouTube channel. So take care everyone, happy crafting, and bye bye for now.